Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to GameStat TV, bringing you the Plantronics Gaming Pro League. It is Cyber Gamer Rocket League like you have never seen before. We've got 3 best of 5s for you tonight, and this is the 3rd best of 5 taking place between Jam Gaming and Gameroos Hypanova. Jam Gaming, number 2 on the power rankings, so certainly the favorite going into this match, but we've seen that Gameroos Hypanova have been able to take games off the best of them, and they will be looking to do exactly that tonight against the boys from Jam Gaming. My name is Crisis. I'm joined once again by EJ, and EJ, it has been a fantastic evening of Rocket League so far, and we're expecting no less from this final game.
Plantronics Gaming Pro League action has delivered, Crisis. We knew it would in the Rocket League way, and it's done that here tonight. We started off with a Cyber Gamer main game between Elim and the Spooky Aerials, and that really set the tone for a great night of action. And we just had Paragon going down to SQL. And you're right, this one looks like it could go the favour of the Jam boys, but Gameroos can never, ever be written off. Now, if you've got a pick in the Twitch chat, let me know. So Aussie Source, he reckons Jam are going to spread this one out over 3 with a 3-0 win. And so does Steve. He thinks it's going to be 3-0 as well. And in fact, I think everyone's pretty much backing the boys from Jam. So Gameroos, pressure is on.
Well, look, Jam have been doing good work throughout as the countdown happens, and the teams jump in straight away before our intro is finished. And fortunately for me, they've got Jam Gaming on blue and the boys from the Roos on orange. I'll run through the teams very quickly as we look at the opening seconds go by. Didge, Orion and Sifo representing Jam Gaming on the blue team, and on the orange team we've got Stormclawed, Lost Pirate and Grand Illusion.
All right, and shout out to a Blitzero. Blitzero, love your form there, dude. He reckons it's going to go 3-0 the other way to the Gameroos. So it's an open game, as they would say. Now, I'm following Ryan at the moment, who also likes to go by the name of Onion, but that might only be a Tuesday thing. You never know. We'll have to peel the layers away from him tonight and see whether Orion's in the core. He's dropping back. Doesn't need to drop back. Didge is already back there. That was a close shot, Crisis, off the crossbar, off the sidebar. And the boys from Jam almost opened the scoring there. 1 minute down in this game now. 4 minutes left on the clock. And the Gameroos bring it right down to the blue goal and get the shot on just wide. Lost Pirate there has the first shot for Gameroos that had any real chance, and almost Crisis gets it in. And we're seeing it again as we saw the other night. Great predictive blocking by the Jam team. They know this game very well, and they get their car in the way and get those big asses blocking these shots.
Following Sifo at the moment, he's got the ball over, he's carried it forward, he fakes and sets it up for Orion, who comes across on the angle. Nicely done. I love the way that Sifo got up into the air, faked a shot at goals, fooling the defenders into taking the wrong position and setting it up for Orion to come over from the angle and put the ball into the back of the net. 3 minutes and 25 seconds, EJ, 1-0 to Jam Gaming.
Yes, and it's Jam have got the taste of onion in their mouth at the moment. And that can be a pleasant thing or an unpleasant thing, depending which part of onion gets into your mouth. But Lost Pirate says, I don't want you in my mouth, and he demolishes Orion right out of there. Orion, it's all the same, we know who we're talking about. As the other shot is so close, Stormcloud just at the back, or as he manages to defend that one, Crisis, and 1-0 still in favour of Jam. 2 minutes 52 left on the clock.
Stormclawed with a beautiful colour scheme on his car, going all for the pink highlights, the pink accents and the pink iron trail, and doing work as a defender. It seems to be working for him with a couple of really good defenses. Just the 1 goal so far, ladies and gentlemen, and it is now a bit of a lull in the real action as the ball waffles around in the corner of the blue zone.
Now, the Twitch chat is the jury's out on the benefit of Onion Jam as well, Crisis, as the ball gets played downfield by the Jam team, and Pulse doesn't want Onion Jam anywhere near him. So, unfortunately, Pulse probably won't be playing the Jam team to have Onion near him.
Yeah, you know, the thing is when you mentioned Onion Jam, I didn't really think too much of it because I know that Australians, famous Australians, have a history of liking onions.
Okie dokie.
Did you not know that? Did it not make Australian news? Oh, Orion!
Onion on the end of your knife and jam it in the goal like that. That's how you do it. Look at this replay here. Orion down the centre of the field, corkscrews it right into the middle of the net. And 2-0 in favour of Jam. Jamming it down to the back of the net here, Crisis. Great action.
Orion with some style points as he takes the centre. And a shot on goals. Jam Didge with the halo gets the clear. It was a desperate clear, so it doesn't get it right out of his zone. It comes back, and now they've got it back into the orange zone. Off of the wall, the ball rebounds, and almost a third for Orion as we switch over now away from him and onto Didge, who was looking for a shot himself. We haven't had a hat-trick tonight, I don't think, EJ. Oh, no, I lie. Aaron scored a hat-trick previously, I think.
I was just letting my parrot get a squawking out of the way before I put my push-to-talk button back down. And I do it with 1 minute and 1 second left on the clock. The ball is in front of the Gameroos goal. Ryan in the air, flicks it across the centre of the field. He didn't have anyone from Jam backing him up there to try and whack it into the net. And he has to drop back himself now to try and defend. With 46 seconds, Gameroos need a goal crisis and a follow-up one pretty damn quick after that.
Yeah, we're going to follow Sifo combining with Orion, looking to get a third goal and make any sort of comeback a distant possibility. The ball keeps on just paying a short visit to the orange zone and then getting back into, a short visit to the blue zone and then firing over into the orange zone and spending a lot of time camping down in that area. But that time round, no goal. I think we're going to be heading into game number 2 with a 2-0 result. And Jam will be quite pleased with that. They might not have put a dozen goals or even half a dozen into the back of the net, but they've done what they've needed to win the first game. As the ball sits up for a while, and there you go, touches it. I was thinking, sure, you know what? That's going to be Shoutcaster's curse. But no, Jam takes the first game 1-0.
You don't need 12 sparkling goals when you got a bit of onion jam in your corner, Crisis. I better hit the ready up button here and we can get this third game underway. Jam, very dominant so far. The Gameroos team, grand illusion. I'm looking for him to step up big this game, Crisis. He's going to bring his team back into this one. I'm predicting it early. Grand illusion, getting a double.
Straight away, the teams get onto the field, get themselves ready to go. Jam are 1-0 up in the series, and the Gameroos yet to get onto the goal. In fact, that is goal number 3 in one direction. It is a kind of a hat-trick from Orion, gets himself up into the air. As we
Talking
see
in
the
one
view from
direction, that's
Sifo.
Ryan's favourite band, I hear, Crisis. Loves it.
I do believe so. He's quite a fan, although I think they broke up or something like that. I don't really follow One Direction.
No, I couldn't think of any of their names to say.
I think the one's Zane. I think there's a Zane.
Flicking the ball downfield as best he can here. He's going to do his best. Try to get Gameroos back in the match. They're down 2 games. They're down 1 goal in the third. He gets a lot of air, goes under the ball as the boys from Jam push it downfield. And again, we're in the orange half of the field and in front of their goal.
Yeah, lots of defensive practice coming through for Gameroos Hypanova. Just going to call them the Roos for a little bit. They've had 3 goals scored against them in a row with no reply. So donut in the first game, and they still don't have one on the board. A nice shot from Sifo from the side there, defended beautifully by Grand Illusion, and it gets cleared away. Now into the blue zone, the ball is wide. A shot on goals, goes wanting, Lost Pirate gets the centre through there, but no goal scored despite that nice little setup. And now the control is with Jam Gaming. We're following Sifo up in the air. Nice little piece of positioning there, but it's not enough. He just gets a touch on the ball and then passes it over to the orange team. A shot on goals goes off the edge of the post, and Lost Pirate breaks the donut and puts a goal away for his team. The Gameroos Hypanova on the board.
Yeah, fantastic. Bringing themselves back into this match here. It's 1-1 in the third game. They are down 2 goals. And, I can't think of who said it before. It might have been someone, you'll remind me, someone that talked about their great comeback tonight, Crisis. They were down 2 goals and came back to win 3-2. But, I thought that was going to get put away for sure there. Orion with the beautiful aggressive play, but the defense very good by the, he's actually on defense. It was very good by the boys from Jam, pushing it down the field in front of the Gameroos goal, back down towards the Jam goal.
We're with Jam Didge at the moment. He seems to be set up mostly on defense or lurking around the midfield, leaving the striking duties to his other teammates. He might get punished though because he breaks that mold for a little bit, comes forward, and now the ball is in the blue zone. Carried up by Lost Private. The cross is in comes a long range storm cloud in the air. Doesn't put it away though, and the goals remain dead even on 1-1 at the 2-minute 40 mark.
2 minutes, 35 seconds on the clock here. Third game, it is indeed the third round of this Plantronics Pro League action game for Rocket League for Cyber Gamer, being brought to you by GameStar, EJ and Crisis. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. And anyone who has a shout out, give us a bit of a tap in. Good old Twitch chat, and I'm sure one of us will give you a shout out. 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Been a bit of a lull in play, Crisis, as we try and get a bit of action going. Ditch says, screw this lull in play. I'm going to get the action going. He pushes it downfield. Here comes his teammate. Ball blocked out. Oh, Sifo! And that's Jam Sifo getting a score there. And that's his first goal of the night, I think, Crisis.
Is it?
I have no idea.
In fact, it is. Yeah, because we had 2 goals. 3 goals in a row. A kind of a hat trick. Sorry, lost the word for a moment there. From Orion, he scored 2 goals in the first game, and then a third one, or as the first goal of this game. And so Sifo coming through and picking up his first goal of the evening, gets himself onto the board and breaks that 1-1 deadlock. And now it is all up to the Roos to make sure that doesn't happen. Grand Illusion. Sorry, what am I saying? That doesn't happen. That is an error by Sifo.
Sifu with the own goal of Grand Illusion there. And Sifu's like, oh, guys, we better give them one. You know, we're about to beat them 3-0. Let's give them a goal. Let's give them a goal. You know, make it feel good. And it might come back to bite him in the arse, though, Crisis, because that could mean that the Grand Illusion leads his team to take this third game.
Well, scores are dead even, so it is 2-2, and we'll go into overtime at the end of 120 if the deadlock's not broken. So it is a definitely not the ideal situation for an own goal to create. And now that seems to have woken up the Roos, because they have been spending a lot of time in the blue zone since that happened.
Well, everyone on Jam is so angry at that own goal by Sifu. Their bloody comms have gone as silent as a kid with a boner in PE class. Deathly silence happening here, Crisis. They need to talk. They need to get back into it. They got 52 seconds to get a third goal.
Oh, here's an opportunity. Orion puts the ball up. It's defended nicely. Grand Illusion gets the clear out of that. Up into the air goes Sifo. It's a shot on goals, but it goes well wide of the goals. And as we get towards the 30 seconds, I suspect that we're going to see a little bit of conservatism sneaking in for these two teams. We've got 2 defenders from Jam on screen right now as Grand Illusion comes through to carry it forward. Stormcloud joust with Didge, and Didge wins the ball. Sifo, what is Sifo doing in the back of the goal there? Oh my God, it was like, he got himself turned upside down as he falls back in desperation. Another shot, it goes wide. Well, it wasn't really a shot, it was more a cross. The ball's sitting up. And there's the overtime. A couple of desperate shots from the boys of the Roos go wanting. But they've done what they needed to force the golden point situation.
Yeah, Jam won't be liking this. They don't like overtime at all. And it really gets under their skin if they have to play overtime. So expect Jam to come out firing here. Gameroos will be ready for it, though. Gameroos will be ready to take this on. With Grand Illusion gets the long shot on defense. Is beautiful by Didge. Second shot off the post. Oh, crisis, it doesn't get much closer than that.
I tell you what, Sifo's heart was in his mouth just then because the ball came off the post and he was the defender who had to clear it, and he was actually facing his own goalpost. So it was dangerous. That's dangerous as well. Lost Pirate with the halo, clears the ball out and stops the golden goal. Great defense from him there. Big shout out to Lost Pirate. In fact, he asked us to turn off camera shake, and that's exactly what we've done. I hope it's been to your viewing pleasure, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, what a save! Who was that? Ryan, beautiful work. Crisis, this is outstanding overtime action. These two Plantronics Pro Leagues teams are absolutely turning it on for the viewers tonight on the Twitch. As Grandy Illusion gets across in front of goal, saves it, and he's going to push it downfield. This could be the turning point of the match. Oh, but he gets denied. Ball knocked away from him and kicked way back downfield, Crisis.
Following Lost Pirate, he's looking for an opportunity, waiting for that rebound to come through, but now he's out of position, having to fall back. The Roos have lost control of the ball. Now Jammed looks to carry it forward. Ryan sends the ball back. That is looks like an intended move there, setting it up for Didge, who gets up into the air. We're still with Lost Pirate on the defensive duties. He's been doing great work in front of the goals tonight. He's being cleared out though now as he looks to create an attacking opportunity. Ball floating from long range from the Jams side over into the orange zone, but no final touch to put it over. Yes, danger, and again the defense from the Roos very, very strong as the ball approaches their net. They're not letting another one in easily. EJ?
No, Grandy Illusion at the back defending. I've switched over and following Sifo. Let's see what he can do, pushing down the side of the map. He's got to get back on defense. That's where he normally is. The ball's in front of his goal mouth. The ball's bouncing around. It's swinging back in. Oh, but Sifo comes through, knocks it clear, and this could be it. No, he gets absolutely smashed. Stom McLeod there doing a great job and demolitioning the Sifo man. Sifo's back in the play now. Grandy Illusion takes the ball away from the front of his car, pushes it towards goal, doesn't manage to get it on. Centre ball coming across, gets denied by Ryan. Sifo's here, Sifo's up. Sifo jumped too late. The ball's in, but Didge at the back, backing it up for Jam. Great defense, Crisis. Jam boys doing it brilliantly here in overtime, defending this goal.
Yeah, game number 2 delivering at the moment. Lots and lots of Rocket League for us.
It's overtime mayhem, Crisis. This is outstanding back and forth action.
And it's the best of 5, so, you know, we could be in for a lot of this action coming up. One of these teams will score a golden point eventually, but it is anybody's guess, even though Jam had a very strong first game, and there it is! Storm McLeod does a beautiful shot there.
Storm Cloud with the long-range aerial. He came from way back to knock it in, and he's kept the Gameroos in the game. We have gone 2-1 in favour of Jam Gaming now as we're going into the 4th game after a long overtime. Broken by Storm Cloud. He had 4 shots on goal, 1 save, and picked up 1 goal. And it's been too much for Lost Pirate. He has to go and evacuate his bowels. He's off to the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be back very soon, and we'll get the match back underway. And the Jam team have readied up, Crisis. They're like, you can go to the toilet, mate. We're readying up. Game on.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're playing something like rugby and everybody goes into the changing rooms at halftime, and then the one team wants to get a little bit of psychological games going on, and so they all come out early. We don't need a full 10 minutes rest. We just need 5. We're back on the field. Where are you? We're going to take you on. That's exactly what Jam has done. And we'll be into the next game in just a moment. In fact, they're all joining the team, so I hope he's back because nobody's waiting around for him. Certainly the game won't wait. It's going to start up.
It's okay. We can play with a bot. You never know, dude. A bot might pwn it up for Gameroos and we can begin to the 5th game.
The ball stymied in the centre after that, and no cheap shot from Lost Pirates. He tried though, and it went towards the goal.
Yeah, we're not sure. It could be Lost Pirate, could be a bot. We'll tell by the gameplay as it unfolds here tonight. I'm just following Didge at the moment. He's back in goal. Just keeping the line safe from the offense coming in. There he goes, high air, clears it out. Great clearance downfield. And this will be the first goal. No, it won't. Lost Pirate, that can't be a bot, Crisis. You can't have that good a defense if you're a bot. And then he turns around and scores. Oh, it must be a bot. No player could be that good. Lost Pirate bringing it on, defense to offense, one end of the field to the other, Crisis. What a start to the fourth round.
Wow, when we were playing with the Elam boys just in those casual games on the weekend, oh no, gonna get my stories mixed up.
I don't know, all I was reaching for was the tub of lube again.
You were getting yourself ready, mate. 4:20 on the clock every day. Lost Pirate again. We've stuck with him, and thank goodness we did. He gets another halo out of that and keeps the donut on the board for Jam. That's it. The ball sitting up for ages, floating in front of the, or waffling along the ground in front of the orange goal. But Jam taken by surprise and don't turn it into a goal. First minute of play has gone by EJ, and the momentum from that second game victory still with the Roos and leading 1-0.
Oh, dude, this is what we love about the Plantronics Pro League. We love it about Rocket League in Australia in general. The competition is close. You know, this team was facing a 3-0 absolute hammering pants grab your ankles time from Jam. But no, they don't want it and they're fighting on. And we're looking at possibly going to a fifth game here. 1-0 in favour of the Gameroos. There are 3 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. This could be the equaliser. That is the equaliser. No, it's not an equaliser at all. EJ doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, Crisis. That's 2-0 to the Gameroos.
Oh, Grand Illusion doing work there. Takes the shot on goals, anticipates the defense, catches the rebound and puts it away into the back of the net. Goes for the broadside center maneuver, and it doesn't really work for him. Pressure on the orange zone coming through, but it's very, very quickly cleared out. Look at that. 2 players from the orange team carrying the ball up, and now it's back in the blue zone just as quick as you can have a center just about. The ball crossing over, Jam Orion with the halo, clears the ball away. Not sure that would have actually gone into the goals. It was crossing past the goal face there. Now the ball sitting up for the goal scorer, Grand Illusion. Passes it over though to Storm McLeod. And in fact, EJ, I think that's how you're supposed to say his name. I think it's Storm McLeod.
Well, that's what I always thought it was, dude. If you're going to accent, you know, a big R in the middle of your name, you got to expect it. But it doesn't matter what you're accenting, because Lost Pirate's kicking it into the back of the net. And that is absolutely fantastic. 3-0 now, Gameroos. They're locking up this game.
Oh.
Game 4 looks to be in the bag.
That is a goal that you can practice in the striker training, ladies and gentlemen. The ball flying towards you
It's the sort of
at
goal
an
you practice
acute
when you
angle
get
from the
control
goals.
and say, here, Mum, have a crack at this. Straightforward. Oh, ball sent it in. Nice defense again. Lost Pirate. Crisis. He's scoring goals and he's defending them. He's got the full bloody gamut of skills going on here in this fourth game.
And just then he was in the midfield, setting the ball up for Grand Illusion to carry it up and make something out of it. Or try and make something out of it. In fact, he does. Oh, Grand Illusion. It wasn't Grand Illusion. It was Storm McLeod who had the ball, setting it up in the end there in the center for Grand Illusion to put it away. And if I'm not mistaken, that is 2 goals each for Lost Pirate and Grand Illusion.
Yeah.
They've got to race on for a hat-trick, mate.
It is hat-trick time here. They want they want to be nominated for a GameStar MVP award. That's what they're aiming for. And nice ball control there by Sifo at the back. He gets a bit of support from his teammates, pushes it down the right-hand side of the field, gets a lot of air, gets a beautiful centre. If he's got anyone in the middle, this will be a goal. No one's coming through. Lost Pirate comes in and tries to steal it from underneath. Lost Pirate doesn't quite get there. And Grandy Illusion going for the fourth. Sifo says, get out of it, Grandy. You're not getting anything. You're particularly not getting a third goal here. And,
another shot from Grand Illusion. Woo, goes wide. He wants that hat-trick.
Definitely wants his hat-trick, Crisis.
Oh, for sure. We're going to stick with Grand Illusion and put a little bit of pressure on him from the stream. Let's go. Oh, Stormclawed comes through and picks up a goal instead.
Yeah,
we were watching the wrong player just for a moment there. Gets himself on the board, clears away the donut next to his name, and now everyone from the Roos has scored a goal. It is 5-0 in favour of the Gameroos.
That fantastic action, 5-0, 1 minute, 8 seconds on the clock. And Stormcloud denying the hat-trick to his teammates there. He wants in on the party. And there's the first one brought back by Orion for Jam and Crisis. I hate to think it. Could they do it? Can they get 4 goals in a minute, take it into overtime, and really rain on the Gameroo parade?
Well, I tell you what, any team that comes back from 5-0 down in 1 minute will impress me immensely. And here's an opportunity. Orion was the one who broke the donut for Jan, and he's not able to get a second one in quick succession. Less than 45 seconds remaining, and there are a chance to stage a real comeback. Slowly ticking away. Lost Five gets the clear away. The ball sitting up in the orange zone though. Nice defense there from Grand Illusion. Gets the clear out. 30 seconds remaining for 4 goals to get scored by Jam, and then they've got to get a golden point as well.
One.
Orion picks up 1. He's 1 point away from his own hat trick.
Yeah, maybe he's going to get the hat trick.
In fact, we've got 3 players now who are in a race for a hat trick. Orion, Grand Illusion, and Lost Pirates. So let's see if we can get it coming. And I've got to say, EJ, whoever gets that hat trick has a good chance at getting the MVP nomination for the match.
Oh, outstanding chance of getting the nomination. 14 seconds are on the clock. And at this stage, we're going to go to a 5th game here in this Plantronics Pro League action. 7 seconds on the clock. Sifo wants in on the action, and he gets a goal to take it 3-5. 4 seconds is not going to be enough time for them to get 2 goals. But this is good momentum, Crisis, going into the next game.
Yeah, they've scored 3 goals with no reply in that last minute. Maybe not enough to get them to the golden point. But
Penor is keen for Orion to get the hat-trick. Can he do it with 2 seconds to go? Just get Penor in there. No, denied.
Oh, the ball's still up in the air.
No,
no, it finally touches the ground. Kronovi's rule number 1 of Rocket League. Keep it up. Doesn't get followed by Jammed or the Ruse.
No,
and
not enough Viagra being passed around in these servers, dude.
Goodness me, the Ruse go up 2-1 in the series and are 1 game away from winning the best of 5.
And now Jam are just going to make the boys from Rue wait, and Stu waiting to go into this 5th game. They took the first 2 quite convincingly. The 4th was not so much, but Grand Illusion pulled it out for them. But a very convincing 4th game to take it to 2-2 from the Gameroos, and we are set up for an absolute cracker of a last game.
Because I think that it's 2-1 at the moment.
Oh. Am I like, oh, well, go EJ.
Good old EJ.
I think you've given Jam too many games. There was the first game where they won 2-0, and then the second game they lost to a golden point, and this was the 3rd game that the Gameroos just absolutely dominated.
Well, there you go.
Am I right? Yeah, it says 2-1 to the Roos, says Pulse AU. Shout out to Pulse AU, paying attention.
Shout out to EJ for paying attention.
Well, the game has started, ladies and gentlemen, and we are into it. Jammed, Orion, Sifo, and Didge will be smarting after going down 5-3, but they'll be quite pleased that they scored 3 in a row without any reply in that last minute. And they'll be hoping to carry that momentum through. I wonder, though, EJ, if the Roos just went to sleep in that last minute, feeling as though 5 goals is enough to win
I don't know,
a game.
but shout out to Taken, because he certain hell knows the score in Twitch. And quite possibly, bit of aerial ping pong going on here. Teams bouncing the ball around, bit of bonnet to bonnet action. 4:22 on the clock. And I'm following Gameroo, Grand Illusion. He has been leading the drive to get this team back into this match, and it's worked for them. And the boys from Gameroo giving it to Jam here with a 2-1, I believe it is, a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, you can look on the stream. I've got the scores up there.
Yeah, I don't watch the stream, dude. That was lagging me out. And Didge gets a goal.
Oh, Jam did. Keeps the traffic in the direction of Jam. They scored 3 in 1 minute in the last minute of the previous game. They picked up another one here, and they've gone 1-0 The ball stymied, as it often is, in the center there. No cheat shot coming out of that. And still in the midfield, in fact. Neither of these two teams really having a massive advantage at this stage in the game. Just Jam with the 1-0 at the moment, which is what they need to do. Get the lead and stay in the lead to force a 5th game in the best of 5.
The accuracy is off in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We got players going left and right around the ball. We got players doing aerials and getting nothing but air. And 3 minutes 24 into the game, Jam are just loving their 1-0 lead with the way both teams are taking to this 4th game. Nice shot on goal there by the boys from Lost Pirate again. Wasn't able to get it into the back though, bit high.
It was a nice attempt though. He got the ball up into the air and he boosted along, getting his positioning right, not waiting for a bounce or a rebound, trying to make sure of it himself. And yes, look at that. Him, Lost Pirate, from way over in the midfield. Oh, terror. Oh, poor old Orion. He would have just gotten off the phone yelling at Sifo for an own goal 2 games ago, and he's put an own goal himself.
I actually think I'd rather go bobbing for apples in a communal toilet at the big day out than watch more defense than that from Orion. Come on.
Oh, Orion. He's going to try and make amends, though. He scored almost a hat-trick in the previous game. And so he's going to want to try and create that situation for himself. He's back on defense, though, right now. And coming forward now because they've managed to get the ball back into the orange zone. But good defense so far from the Roos. It's 1-1 and a nice demo from Orion. Disrupts things enough as Sifo picks up a goal off of the back of that demo in the midfield.
Oh, dude, Sifo getting it on and getting the goal on there. Jam getting a 2-1 lead here. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left to go here in the 4th game. It's been a long night of action, ladies and gentlemen. You got to understand. But what you do understand is you're listening to Crisis and EJ, and it's the Plantronics Pro League on Cybergamer. And the action has been fantastic for the opening night of casting for this competition. And it is still intense now, Crisis. 2-1 in the 4th game between Jam and the Gameroos.
Yeah, 2-1 in favour of Jam. Once again, they take the lead.
And I have a massive thunderstorm overhead. Woo!
Oh, there's another demo. This seems to be a strategic change or a tactical change from the boys of Jam. Rather than having to deal with 3 defenders all of the time, as the ball's getting carried up, they are targeting their opponents and clearing defenders off the field. It's worked for them once, getting them the lead and scoring them that 2nd goal. And here's the ball sitting up, a pinch between Lost Pirate and Sifo. Turns into a defense for Sifo, for Lost Pirate. The ball carried over now into the blue zone by Lost Pirate again, saying his name a lot because he's in the thick of things all the way through, as he has been all evening long, EJ, and doing the work that the Roos need to try and get our 2nd upset of the week.
1:09 on the clock. The ball is down in front of Jam's goal on following Didge. He manages to just clear it out. He went for the can instead of the ball there, and luckily his teammate was backing him up to push it out. He gets a bit of air, clears it down towards the Gameroos goal. Fortunately, they're there to defend it. Can they get back? Oh, yes, they can. Ball goes back down the left-hand side of their field, and it's into the Jam goal face now. And Jam just letting it roll through gently. No one following through then, Crisis. 30 seconds on the clock. They need to be following up. They need this 2nd goal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I thought you were saying that Jam weren't following through. You're absolutely right.
No, the other dudes weren't. They're right down in front of the goal mouth, and they're like, oh, we'll just sort of watch.
Yeah, I was with Jam Sifo there, and he had all the time in the world just to tap the ball over and set it up for a nice little clear from Jam. Orion, a shot on goals, gets defended by Jam Orion. He gets the halo out of that. That was a powerful shot as we enter into the last 10 seconds of the game. An opportunity goes begging to create a 3-1 scoreline for Jam, but they don't need 3-1, they just need 2-1, and that's exactly what they've got, and they even up the series, and it is now 2 games all in this best of 5. We've gone all the way to the 5th game for our last game of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. EJ, this has been a great series from Jam and the Roos.
And just as I predicted when I travelled to the future earlier tonight that we would be going into a 5th game, here we are.
So,
Magic.
did you know who was going to win the Melbourne Cup? And did you put a bet down?
If I did, dude, at the price that horse paid, I would have put a lot of money on. So, no, I did not. However, I did get second in the sweeps. Go, EJ. Woo!
Nice. We've got our own Cup Day coming up next week.
Oh, yeah, what's that called?
Here in Christchurch.
I can only win one sport. It's rugby union, and I lose at every other sport cup.
I don't know. It's also a horse race of some sort. We have a public holiday during the week and that sort of thing. It's all good fun.
That's a bit harsh on you, Christ, seeing as you're South African and not even New Zealand, but you know.
Oh, that's so mean. Nevertheless, we got Jam Gaming going up against the Roos, and it is the 5th game of the best of 5. Somebody has got to come out of this with a winner. We have an upset in sight, and we have Jam Gaming, the top seed, equally able to just take away the game. It is 2-2 in the series, so who can tell which of these two teams is going to come out on top?
All right, so 4 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock here. And I'm following Sifo on defense here for the Jam team. Comes out, gets a nice aerial clearance. Ball in the middle of the field. He gets a bit of backup by his teammate. Ball is down. He's going to get the centre on here. He gets a beautiful cross into the centre. And he doesn't, unfortunately, have the backup of his teammate there to get it in. So Jam definitely have gone off the boil a little bit here, Crisis. But they might just have enough in the tank from what we've seen them in the big ones on the Tuesday nights. All air for the follow through there. That was Didge. He didn't quite manage to connect on the ball.
Lost Pirate puts the ball up. There's a joust in the air. It's won by the boys of Gameroos Hypanova. But even though they've won it, the ball rebounds and finds its way back into the orange zone. So the Roos on defense right now. We're with Didge. He sees an opportunity, comes flying forward. But no goal out of that. Donut still on the board. 3 minutes 20 remaining on the clock. Another shot. Lost Pirate defends it beautifully, keeping the donut for the Jan boys, and a long range shot defended nicely by Sifo. He gets the halo out of that. I'm not sure it was on target, but we'll give it to him.
Here comes first goal of the night for the 5th game. Sifo! That was easy, Crisis. Look at this. He had the whole open goal, half a field to himself, just ran it downfield and asked it into the goal just to say, watch this.
Oh, you got a feel for the Roos, all of them up on attack and punished for it. 1-0 to Jam Gaming. But it's been a close series all night long. We did have a bit of a blowout in game number 3.
Nothing wrong with the blowout. Yeah, no, they're good too. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left on the clock. And it's a current 1-0 lead to Jam, thanks to the great work of Sifo, who can dribble the ball down the field and stick it into an open goal like the best of them. And he's got a second chance to do it here now as he comes across to the right-hand side of the Jam field. The ball is centred, though, by Gameroos. No one following through. They weren't quite able to get there and knock it into the back of the net. Lot of air, huge air by Sifo. Could that be it, Crisis? Could that be the second?
Oh.
It is a second by Sifo.
Lost Pirate was trying to get the right position on it, but in the end, all that he did was change the angle of the ball to make it certainly going into his own goal. He'll be kicking himself for that one as we restart with 2-0 in favor of Jam Gaming. The series tied at 2-2. And Jam right now looking very, very good to take the series in the 5th game.
Now, if the people in Twitch chat are wondering, I'm not calling him Sifo and I'm calling him Sifu. The guy's like a kung fu master. He deserves to be called Sifu with the skill he's showing here tonight, driving this car around the map. He'd be, pop, pop, goal if he was a kung fu master. So, Sifu it is. Back to you, Crisis.
I'm just watching the action in the middle. And Sifu, why did we switch away from him? He's scored a hat-trick. He's the first player of all of the games that we've watched tonight. We've had a number of the players getting to 2 goals in their individual scores, but it's taken the 5th game of the series and Sifo, the quiet defender, and in fact the man we lambasted for scoring an own goal earlier on, to come through and pick up the first hat-trick of the evening.
I mean, the rumour going round, Crisis, the rumour going round is that Sifo was actually eating dinner, and that's why he suddenly just picked up the scores now. And there he's finished his dinner, clearly, because he's dining out on Gameroo tonight. That's 4 goals in a row by Sifo. I don't know what Sifo's spoken, ladies and gentlemen, but pass some to me, because it is great to watch this action.
We're going to stick with Sifo as we go into just
Dr.
over
Sifo,
a minute.
This is Dr. Sifo in the house. Nothing but surgical precision from him tonight.
Oh, and just as we do that, Shoutcaster's curse, we switch the attention to Sifo, and Orion decides to get himself onto the board. There you go. He
Orion
scored a late goal
bastard,
in
dude.
game number 3 as
Having all
well.
the glory.
I beg your pardon?
Orion just thought he'd be a bastard and stop Sifo having all the glory.
Pretty much. Well, or maybe he's just a late bloomer, because he scored his first goal with a minute to go in, what was it, 2 games ago? When
He's a late bloomer, dude.
Yeah, and just like
Great
that,
12
he's picked up a
year.
second, and we stuck with him all the way. That's
Who was that?
possibly one for the replays. Gets up into the sky, gets the positioning, gets a beautiful tap, beats the defender, and scores his second. So he's going to look for his own hat-trick.
Dude, he's looking for his MVP. He's got so many MVPs in the Tuesday night comps. He wants to get the first one for the Plantronics Pro League. And that's why he's just turning it on here at the end.
Well, he's up into the orange zone now, checking out things and what's going on. He beats one defender, he gets the broadside over, but doesn't beat Grand Illusion's defensive situation. And I don't know if you've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, but we have 6 goals on the board for Jam Gaming and none for Gameroos Hypanova. They've done so well tonight, and it's just quietly been happening as we've been talking about Sifo's great play. He scored 4 goals in a row. Orion has picked up 2, and this game is another blowout.
Now there's another shot just off to the side, almost gets it in this thing, and that was Didge there. He wanted in on the action as well. 8 seconds left on the clock. And here we go, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. We're going to be throwing open the straw poll to the MVP. So everyone on Twitch, get ready to cast your vote for MVP tonight from all of tonight's games. And we're going to have to pick one out of this game, Crisis. And it has been an absolute cracker.
It's been fantastic. I have enjoyed every single one of these games. We've had huge action. Only one of the matches going all the way to the 5th game, and that was the last one, Jam Gaming versus Gameroos Hypanova. In the end, Jam Gaming with a massive effort in that 5th game to secure the victory, 3-2 in the series. I want to call it for Sifo, mate.
Yes, because he finished strong. Orion did have a good first half to it. I've really got to put an honourable mention in for Lost Pirate, who did a great job. Grand Illusion led the charge, and then Lost Pirate followed him up and brought Gameroos back into the action, into the match. But I'm happy to go with Sifo as well, dude. So,
well, the thing that I'm worried about is maybe I've got a little bit of
Sifo man love.
Well, no, it's like he did so well in the last game, but there were actually 4 games prior to that.
Oh, and he was total shit in those 4 games. Yeah,
well, I wouldn't say total, but he did score an own goal.
Well, put it this way, I think Aussie Sauce could have played better than him in those first 4 games. But Sifo just really stepped it up in the last one and went hard. So, no, we'll go with Sifo, dude. Why not?
All right, Sifo, it is.
No one's talking about him in the chat, so it's all good.
All right, excellent. Well, we do have a call from Steve that it should be Orion for consistency for sure. That said, well, we've decided to give it over to Sifo, and now we have 3 to choose from: the school bus, Aaron, and Sifo out of that game. So I've posted in the Twitch chat the straw poll. Head on over there and give us some voting, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, the polls are open, so get in there, cast your votes on the straw poll. Remember, the MVP gets a $20 Steam card, and the school bus train, toot toot, gets my vote tonight, so I better go over and... Do I get to vote? I get to cast. No one knows who's voting. Straw poll, school bus, vote. Unlike that poor dude the other night, what was his name? Aaron Crow or something. I was the only bastard who voted for him in the MVP. Not even his mum turned up and voted for him, which is a bit harsh. Dudes, we've got 60 people watching. We've only had 22 votes on the straw poll. Get in there, click that link. Bizer, can you do the link again for them if you're there so they know what the link is? And It is tight. The voting is tight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I've got it up on the stream right now, and it is very, very close. At the moment, Sifo leading the way, but the school bus and Aaron with 7 votes each. We've got loads of people in the Twitch chat, so you could surely tip the vote and send a $20 GameStar MVP credit over to one of these players if you so choose. You've got the power. Get your vote in, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Sifo is starting to run away with it, though, EJ.
Oh, is he?
Oh, I think so.
Sifu does like to run away with things. Might be votes, might be other things. Tonight it's votes.
All right, we'll give it another 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, by the time
voting closing soon,
this sentence ends, and
the school bus with the late surge. Come on, get your votes in.
Oh, EJ with the call, 32 votes. Fantastic work, ladies and gentlemen.
9,
Thank you very much.
8, 7, 6, votes in. 5, 4, get your votes in. 3, 2, school bus train. 1, it goes to Sifu.
Congratulations in the end then to Sifo, who takes our first GameStar MVP award for taking place in the Plantronics Pro League. What a fantastic match or set of matches it has been tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I have had a fantastic time, enjoyed the demonstration of Rocket League from all of these players. EJ, just a great first night of the Plantronics Pro League.
Yep. Apologies to everyone whose name I butchered tonight, but, you know, that's the way it goes. And to the school bus train, I think the school bus train is resting in peace, as we've just heard in the channel. Next week, he might be riding the short bus. We'll soon find out. Tune in next week. When's the next matches, though, Christ? Before I say tune in next week. Well, we do have next Tuesday, but any other matches this week coming up in the Plantronics Pro League?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to have something special for you on Monday night, because we actually got a request from a team in the Cyber Gamer Amateur League. It is our first request using the new GameStar request form. GameStar.com/request.html. Unfortunately, I don't have an overlay to demonstrate it. I wasn't prepared for this, sorry. And they put in a request. And so we're going to be covering them. It is going to be on Monday night. We'll release a little bit of spam advertising on Monday through the day to let you know just what time that's going to be happening. But that's going to be real exciting.
Dude, people think the action's in the Plantronics League. It's not. You got to watch the Open Amateur League, and that's where you get all the high-level strats from.
To be fair, it is the amateur division in the Plantronics Pro League.
Oh, well, there you go. And as I said, that's where you go to get all your strats.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to give back to the community as much as we possibly can. If you're in an amateur league, if you're in a main league, if you're in an invite league, don't be shy. Put in your requests and we'll look to cover it. It's not just Rocket League. We'll cover League of Legends. We'll cover CSGO. We'll cover Rocket League. We'll cover what's that other MOBA? Heroes of the Storm we're getting into. We will do all sorts for you, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you put in your requests and send us your love. Well, that is going to be it for this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been 3 great matches from the Plantronics Pro League. We are looking forward to bringing you a lot more action from this league and from the other tournaments in Cybergamer and from the other tournaments around Oceania. But for now, it is time for us to sign off. EJ, any final words?
No, dude, I just want to thank all the players for playing tonight, everyone in Twitch. We had a great night to kick it off. We had huge people turning out to watch this. The community's getting behind Rocket League, and thanks to everybody for tuning in. We greatly appreciate the support. The community loves Rocket League, and we love being with the community in it. So thanks everyone for tuning in tonight. That's my main thing.
Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And keep an eye on the forums. We'll be posting upcoming matches there. This has been a GameStar presentation. Follow us on Twitter, at GameStar. Follow us on Facebook, or like us on Facebook, facebook.com/GameStar. Follow us on YouTube. Just search for GameStar Media or even GameStar TV, and you'll find our channel using either one of those searches. And hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to follow us here on Twitch for all of your esports action here on GameStar TV. This has been a fantastic evening of Rocket League. This is Crisis, EJ, Bizer, and even Jay Ponage, who was here earlier on, signing out.